Well, thank you all for being here. It's been a wonderful occasion to meet and mingle, to hear so many interesting viewpoints, and have such a varied number of subjects as well as speakers. It's also wonderful to be back in person in these rooms. It really has been the most depressing aspect of the last couple of years for those of us who came out of it relatively healthy, that we weren't able to meet in person and have the kind of discussions in person that we have here. So I want to welcome you back and also say that we hope that we will have future programs of this nature and more varied programs, we hope, over the next year or two. So I want to first of all thank all of the people who have contributed and made their contributed to the panels today, contributed in their human spaces and talents and skills that have been at our disposal. I think our day has gone very well, and I think we've covered a lot of very interesting ground, and I really appreciate the effort that the speakers put into their preparation, their delivery, and the moderators for the time that they spent organizing themselves so that these panels ran as smoothly as they have. And I want to thank them all very much indeed. Second, I would like to just mention that the Internet Society Canada chapter is very active on a number of fronts, at present facing a number of challenges in terms of the number and complexity of the legislation and policy initiatives being undertaken by the government. And for those of you who have a nose for and an interest in policy, we'd be very interested in your participation in any form that you can give it. I would ask you to speak to Franca or get her email and or use our website in order to contact her so that we can integrate you into our activities over the next year or two, where we're going to be significantly challenged by the activities of the present government. I want to thank our sponsors. In particular, I single out our platinum sponsor, Two Cows, who have been our principal sponsor today. Our presentation sponsor, Oxio.
Oxio is our presenting sponsor today.
Is the presenting sponsor. You have to excuse me. I didn't understand the distinction between a platinum and a presenting sponsor. But Oxio, thank you very much for your contribution. It's very much appreciated, Francis, and you can take that back to your head office that we are very, very grateful. Next, our gold sponsors, Beanfield, INT 13 Consulting, CIRA, AWS, Deloitte, Google, Orchestra, and CNOC. And I want to thank them all very much. I'd like to thank in advance Rachel Thomas for sponsoring our mingle session. And I'd especially like to single out our Executive Director, Franca Palazzo, for her effort in putting this together. She's accumulating one of the best Rolodexes in town, and we're very grateful for her use of her connections, her telephone, her email, and every other means of communication available. And very grateful again for your splendid efforts in organizing today. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.